A landmark occasion in Ghana's capital, Accra. It's the first time the country is hosting the African Games.
Bringing the African Games to Ghana, you are also leaving Ghana a legacy of unprecedented sports infrastructure and equipment which will possibly impact the development of sports in Ghana, as well as sports for development to boost socio-economic development of our motherland.
Ghana won the rights to host the African Sports Showpiece in 2019. The Games were scheduled for 2023, but delayed due to disagreement over marketing rights and the economic impact of COVID-19, which stalled the completion of the Games infrastructure.
The African Union would like to see more investment in sports, infrastructure in communities and schools to give all young people an opportunity to reach their potential.
The opening ceremony was a colorful display of Ghanaian culture through music and dance.
For the next 2 weeks, this stadium and 3 others in Accra will be the center of attention for the African Games. Sports fans hope to experience the very best of performances from the athletes drawn from across 54 countries on the continent.
More than 3,000 athletes will compete in about 30 sporting disciplines, out of which 8 will be used as Olympic qualifiers. The games include athletics, swimming, tennis, wrestling, and boxing.
There's no loser in these tournaments because anywhere you go and you must have a winner. But as long as you participate, you are a winner.
Egypt broke records at the last African Games in Morocco as the overall winner with 273 medals. Other countries will be looking to conquer the continent this time around, but the ultimate goal for events like this is to unite Africa through sports. Nabil Ahmed Rufai, CGTN, Accra, Ghana.
All right, let's get more on the African Games this hour. We can now speak to CGTN's Nabil Ahmed Rufai, who is covering the event for us. He joins us live from Accra. Nabil, the Games finally opened on Friday, as we saw there from your report. How has the first week of competition been after what's been quite a turbulent build-up?
Well, Mahia, it's been smooth sailing so far. There's not been any major complaints of glitches that would thwart the competition. And already we've seen athletes compete in table tennis, and it's drawn a lot of excitement. We've seen both the female and the male athletes compete, and we've not recorded any complaints. And so we should say that a lot of the athletes are happy about the game so far.
Right, and Nabil, what are some of the notable performances from the athletes, as you mentioned there, who have already been competing in the week leading up to Friday's opening ceremony, especially from the home nation?
Well, of course, we've witnessed Egypt performing incredibly in the table tennis games. They've actually won a lot of gold, and overall, Egypt is looking good on the medal table with 18 medals, followed by Algeria with 13. Unfortunately, Ghana, the host nation, has not picked any medal at yet from any of the games that has been competed so far, but we hope that we make the nation proud coming with the other sporting activities that are yet to be held. And it's been a lot of excitement with the games that have been held so far. When you look at the table tennis table game, aside that, there's been football competition that have also been held for both the male and the female players. And Uganda, for instance, shocked a lot of people when in the opening game with Nigeria, they beat the country 2-1, and it's drawn a lot of excitement here, Maya.
Indeed. Well, the torch has been lit. The games are finally underway. What should we be looking out for in terms of the action on the track and in the fields this coming week?
Well, this coming week, many of the games will be indoor, so the action will be held at the new sports complex that has been built. That's the Boteman Sports Complex. We'll be seeing the swimming competitions being held, which draws a lot of enthusiasm from sports fans. We'll also see the badminton also being played, and other indoor games like wrestling and arm wrestling as well. So these are the games that we should be really looking forward to. With the athletics, it's scheduled from the 18th to the end of the African Games, which is on the 23rd. And you know, athletics really draws a lot of excitement, so it's been reserved for the last session of the whole games.
Right, and finally, Nabil, we're almost out of time here. Very briefly, do tell us how the facilities and organization have been received by the arriving teams there.
Well, a lot of the countries that have arrived here in Ghana are excited about the games. The welcoming environment here in Accra has been something that they looked forward to, and is giving them all the vim to really participate in the games. And they've not had any unpleasant experiences so far. So Ghana, as a host nation, is doing quite well, and a lot of the guests that have arrived are really happy about the preparations and the way the organizing committee is carrying out the whole game so far.